Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's going to be looking at the V6 Lexus ES. That's really hard to say. Before we get into this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Large Miller Lexus here in Murray for giving me some time with this car. Link to the website in the description down below, link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Under the hood, we have a 3.5 liter V6 that goes through an 8-speed. Fuel economy is 22 around town, 31 on the highway, with power outputs being 302 horsepower and then 267 pound-feet of torque. Before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So taking a look at the hood, you guys can see pretty distinctive body lines happening there. And then we've got the previous iteration of Lexus's headlight design, which I think looks still really good to this day. I like this nice painted trim around the blacked out grille. There's the front. Tire wheel setup is 235 by 40 by 19. You guys can see we've got blacked out wheels with this. That's because it's got the F Sport package, or F Design, I think is what they're calling it now, something like that. Silver trim around the windows. Well, it's kind of like a, yeah, I'd call it silver. Anyways, there's the side. This leads us to the key fob where we've got our Lexus logo. We have our lock and unlock opening for the trunk as well. And it does pop open automatically when you press the button. Now the ES is a bigger car. This is like the Avalon of the Lexus lineup. So you've got tons of storage space here in the back. When you're all done, you can just plop that back down. Body painted spoiler here. Cool looking taillights that kind of arc up. Got the ES 350 badge. There's the rest of the rear. Now popping into the passenger cabin, we've got nice soft touch trim there at the top. You can see here as well, got the wood trim that goes across. Very nice trim overall. And then more nice trim with the seats perforated all down the center. And then popping in, legroom, good. We've got some vents here in the back, some USB ports. Looks like we've got our own little kind of like cup holder set up here. They're nice. And then panoramic sunroof up top, so it lets in a bit more light back here. This leads us up front where, again, we've got more of this nice soft touch trim. You can see the wood trim that goes across, the memory seat function. All of your window controls, the mirrors power fold in. Blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. There's a front seat perforated all down the center. Power adjustments there on the side. Steering wheel is also power adjustable. Taking a look at the steering wheel, nice trim all around. You got paddle shifters there on the back of the steering wheel. You got the Lexus logo front and center. Practical controls on the front, including for the center here, your cruise control as well. Traditional stocks on the back. Now with the gauge cluster itself, you can use this to scroll through different bits of info and systems within the car. Pretty user-friendly with that whole setup. And just like other modern Lexus models, you can change the drive modes and it changes how the gauge cluster looks. So I think it's kind of another fun party trick. And by the way, this has the funky stalks there on the back for the traction control and mode select. Backup camera in reverse. And then we've got Lexus's modern infotainment system. So quick response time for the most part. It does take a second for some stuff to load up. But you got the shortcut bar and then you have the clock there on the side still. Bunch of analog controls down below for the radio and for the climate. We also have heated and ventilated seats, heated steering wheel controls there. Nice trim all across. I mean, look at the design there. Some storage here. Got the shifter for the 8-speed phone charging pad. USB ports and all of that. Nice trim here on the top. Regular rear view mirror. And then you can see again, pretty nice headliner. And then I guess that panoramic sunroof. Now here's a quick look at the window sticker. Again, F Sport Design is what they're calling this now, I guess. $50,675 is the total MSRP. And let's see how it performs. Well, Lexus ES F Sport Design. I'm not sure why they made the name more complicated. Why don't they just call it F Sport? I don't know why they call it F Sport Design. It's one of those things where like they change something, I feel like, just to change it. That's it. That's it. Just to change it. It's like we need to make a change. Why? Because we need to make a change. Okay, is this change going to be meaningful? No, but it is change. We need change. Change. Anyways, interesting to see the previous gen GX next to the new one. Very, very interesting. See the difference. The previous one kind of has more of like a I don't know, tank-like look. Random little side note. Seats are comfortable, so it's a plus, that's for sure. And, you know, I was talking to someone about this today. I feel like Lexus is one of the few manufacturers that hasn't majorly cheaped out on their new cars with the interior materials. A lot of other manufacturers are just going for like really just cheap feeling stuff. Man, I am getting so unlucky. Also, there's just too much traffic down here nowadays. But yeah, it seems like Lexus kept things premium. And like getting to a new Mercedes or BMW, and you get what I'm talking about, like they just don't feel as well built as they used to. Yeah, it's pretty smooth powertrain. I mean, again, V6 naturally aspirated is going to be on the smoother side of things. Pretty good cabin insulation overall too. Yeah, good power. The suspension's pretty comfortable too. I think overall they've done a pretty good job with all of this. And the nice thing about the ES being a bit bigger is you got the longer wheelbase, which helps with the ride quality. Adds to the overall comfort, I would say. You gotta, I mean, not a massive amount, but you gotta rev out the engine just a little bit. It's not bad though. Not bad at all. I like how this it's kind of like a nice mix of luxury, and it's got a little bit of a performance edge to it. It's not crazy, but it's got a little bit going on. I mean, that ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. So let me know what you guys think about the ES F Sport design. Let me know what you guys think about the new name. I think it's kind of silly. I think they should just keep things simple. What do they say? Keep it simple, stupid. That's my motto. Keep it simple, stupid. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this, and let me know what you think about it compared to a non-F Sport design.